Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you the continuation of my previous video where I shared, wait, I'll give you the exact, this was Indian female throws me under the bus. This was video 6969. Nice number, 6969. And I told you there were a couple of more examples, so I'm continuing with the example which I gave you. And what it is to highlight is how women, I mean, you can never read through them, no matter what you think or how much you think you know people. And for me, this one is a shocker. Okay. So watch the video and let me know your thoughts and comments. And remember, this is not me saying we have to hate women or bash up women. I'm giving you one specific example so that you can learn from it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo, personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE. People also book my sessions for personal or professional advice, very practical stuff which you would not get online. And yeah, if you want to earn more money per hour, online, offline, people get in touch with me. Details are put down below, more than 7,000 videos, so watch it. Okay. Obviously, I have to keep this female's name hidden. Let's call her Anjali. Okay, Indian. So, as you know, I have a daughter. And being in, even though I'm an Indian passport holder, for me, I always wanted a daughter. I never wanted a son. But if you check with the Indian families, there is this fascination to have a son because they believe a son can carry your name forward. It's like the legacy after you die, he carries the name. I'm not interested in all that. I'm not bothered about all that. I just wanted to have a daughter because I feel daughters love their fathers much more. And daughters are very loving. And I've seen this with girl families. Boy families are very boisterous. So, given a choice between boy and girl, I prefer a girl. But that doesn't mean if I would get a boy, I would hate him. I'd be more strict with him, but I wouldn't hate him. And I'm not the type who, if I know I want a boy and I get a girl, I'm going to ask my wife to abort the baby or I'll ill-treat the baby. I'm not at all like that. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying I'm a holy person. But for me, a child is a child. And given the fact that I was abused as a small boy for years and years, tortured, battered, bloody, bruised, molested, raped, whatever, I'm very particular about children. So even though I'm not a perfect father by any means, just an average father, I would like to give a child a good life and I prefer having one. I have one baby girl. Okay. So I have a daughter. Here's a funny thing. My wife wanted a son. So she's not very happy about it. But I told her never ever, let her feel. And she just told me, she told me, it's not that I hate, but I wanted a son. But the way she loves this baby, I I cannot give even 1% of her love and affection. She's that good. Okay. Good mother. So I have a daughter. I'm a okay father. I'm good at earning money. I'm bad at being father. And I do my little bit, but my wife is the best mother in the world for my baby. Okay. So I told you about this. So my baby has a couple of friends and in school. And one of them is from this Indian family. And there are a couple of Indian families. Okay. And there is this girl. I'm being a little careful because I don't want to give specific details. I want to keep their identity anonymous. So this female, her name is Anjali. She has a daughter, and her daughter looks very, very much like an Indian, just like my baby. And my baby and her get along very well. I don't know, maybe because they. But here's the thing: she speaks in Hindi. My daughter doesn't speak in Hindi, and very Hindi mannerisms. But my daughter, but they are good friends and they like each other. They have a group. Children have their groups. Okay, so just because my kids they know each other, and also for group safety, sometimes with my wife we go visit these small families, give them some freebies, and because sometimes if you're late, their family they take care of our children. Sometimes if they are late, we make sure their children are okay. So it's like a community. So this lady is to always be nice to her baby, and I always had a lot of respect for her. I liked her, like, very innocent looking, very nice hearted person, very good. Like whenever I would speak to her, she would be like the typical Indian, Namaste ji, and she and her husband both run a very small little enterprise of theirs. Very nice people, man. Gem of a couple, and very God fearing and holy, religious, everything perfect. And I used to always tell my wife that what an ideal couple. Like no tattoos, no nothing. They don't smoke, they don't drink, nothing. Okay. This used to go on, and this went on. And I used to always get them gifts, both of them, because they're not very rich. Um, one fine day, my wife happened to meet one of their friends. I told you, it's a community, one of their friends. And they were just talking. My wife is Thai, this lady is Thai. They were talking of their children and their daughters and their sons. And, for me, what do I care? My wife suddenly, I noticed that she got in a very serious mode and they were talking, oh, okay, and this and that. And finally, I had to pick up my daughter, no? So I picked her up and brought my wife here. And, I was like, maybe they spoke something, whatever, they had their own important stuff to talk. I came as sitting here. Then my wife came in. She said, you know that lady Anjali, I said, yeah. What happened? So she said, you always praise her, right? You always talk good about her. I said, yeah. Why? What happened? Suddenly, why you bringing her up? She's like, did you notice her child has not come to school? So I said, I didn't notice, but yeah. What happened? Sick or, virus or some accident or something? She said, no, the baby is hospitalized. I was like, what? Baby is hospitalized? I said, for what? She said, there was an accident. I said, yeah, I told you no accident. No, but this accident, the mother is to blame. I said, what do you mean the mother is to blame if there's an accident? And then she slowly started unfolding that this lady, whom I thought was so peaceful, this man who I thought was so nice, they beat this poor little child black and blue every single day. They totally neglect the child. I said, how is that possible? Whenever we go, like, she said, yeah, I spoke to that lady. Whenever we go, she's saying, yeah, that's just a facade. That's just to show everyone that she's happy. But when nobody is looking, she's saying, I've seen with the camera, she grabs her by the hair and rattles her and shouts at her, screams at her. And in Hindi, they give bad words. And she's saying, I couldn't figure out what they're saying, but I know it's a lot of bad words. I was like, bloody hell. Then what about the accident? Did she physically harm? She said, no, she just neglected the child. And the child was running around and playing around and went and almost car hit. Thankfully, nothing serious has happened, but I was like, I was so shocked. I was like, as all this while I thought they loved their child. All this while I thought that They are so humble, so polite, God-fearing. They keep the God statues. And I was like, I thought these people are good people. My wife also, I thought they were good people. So I didn't know this shit happens. And after a few days, when I saw that kid, and really felt my heart melt. Yeah, I felt so bad. Yeah, the problem is I can't do anything about it. I asked my wife. I said, "Can they complain to someone?" They said, "Yeah, they have complained to the authorities and this and that for child this thing, but you need proof, you need evidence." And uh, I told her, I don't want to get involved in all this, but child abuse is not good. So it's not that they are torturing the child, but they are not good parents. Yeah, like you understand what I'm saying. It's not like taking a rod and breaking the child and this and that, but bad words and pulling the hair and being strict. And that also you maintain a facade that you're very understanding and loving in front of the world for praise. And like I remember so many times the girl, this one also I forgot. Seems that this girl used to always, when she used to see me, she used to hug my leg and all that because she's small. So it seems that the mother has trained that kid. Whenever you see anyone rich or big, do that. You'll get some free gifts. I, the no matter how much you think you know somebody, no matter how much you think you can read through somebody, it just shocks me sometimes that the people who you think are so spiritual, so religious, so decent, they are just putting on a fucking act. Ever since that day, I really don't want to see their faces. Uh, I I really didn't want to see their faces. I don't know where they are now. I don't know if they are the same. In fact, my wife, I didn't ask anything. It's sad. Yeah. This is, and here's the thing. When I did inquire, there are so many families like this where they have children but they can't take care. They are not able to provide, or whether it's money or love or attention. Then why do you have children here? It's and they are angry that they got a girl. It seems they wanted a boy because they are their typical Indian family. Oh, we wanted a boy to take our name forward. Gee, sad. In today's day and age, people are, ever since that day, I don't want to see their faces. I'm not even diplomatic about it. Hi, hi, whatever. Just go about doing my own thing. I don't know, man. It's this wanting to have a male child. Why are you so obsessed about it? Be happy you at least got a child. Healthy. And here's the biggest thing. If you don't want a child, don't have one, no. Why abuse? Brought back a lot of painful memories. Just that I don't want to get involved because I have enough on my plate. So I told my wife also, don't involve. She also told me, don't involve. We'll just do our thing. And we'll be nice to that girl. Anytime we have anything, we'll give her. That's it. Anyway, you let me know your thoughts. What do you do about all such people? And it's crazy, man. Crazy. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. And please, any one of you, if you are not ready to have children, not ready to sacrifice, not ready to, assign roles both for yourself and your wife and take care of the child, please don't have. Please. Do the world a favor. Don't have children. Have a pet. Much better. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.